Let's do this. Oh my god, we can actually leave.
Parking regulations may seem trivial, but they are a key element of the moral fabric which define our society.
I don't disagree, mate. I just don't think you needed to be so aggressive in explaining it to that girl.
I merely told her that I would have to confiscate her vehicle if she did not observe the parking regulations.
You made her cry. She only left her skateboard there to call on a friend.
That fire escape is in poor repair and could easily cause injury. I have no choice but to bring this matter to the attention of City Hall.
Oh, that's gonna make a big difference.
While you're at it, be sure to ask them their views on knocking down a load-bearing wall so that you have room for a Bamatron Behemoth 400-litre fridge in the kitchen.
On reflection, perhaps I should make a conscious effort not to intervene in the affairs of others so much. I don't have any change.
Can you even carry change around when you wear tights?
I can, but it leaves an imprint of JFK's head somewhere I'd rather not talk about.
Okay, I need a realtor.
Do you know any real estate agents, old friend?
Is this another joke about my boring social life?
Nothing was further from my mind, old chum. Although I will make a note of it for later. I just need the services of a good realtor.
Have you tried the internet?
Every time I try to get to a website, I end up with a page full of pornographic images.
2.5 million porno websites out there, and every single person who ever ends up at one did so accidentally. We'll have to go back to the apartment so we can use my computer.
I need to find a used car salesman urgently, old friend.
I know it's relaxing to pound on a used car salesman when you're super stressed, but it's very much frowned upon in certain social circles.
No, I actually need to buy a car from someone.
You're gonna try to buy a superhero vehicle from a used car salesman? I have horrible visions of you tootling around town in a pimped-out Prius with a chrome spoiler and mag wheels.
Not at all, old chum. I want to do this properly.
Have you tried the internet? We'll have to go back to the apartment so we can use my computer.
Seriously?
That's all for now, old chum.
We went outside so we could have a talk on the freaking... Oh my god. Can we have done this in the apartment?
Do you really think now is a good time to play Corridor Shooter 2000?
For your information, I'm looking up commercial real estate agents.
Now I feel like an ass.
That synergizes very well with how you look in that costume.
Find anything?
There's only one that deals in the sort of high-end commercial properties you'd want for a crime cave.
Does it have to be commercial?
Unless you plan on getting the Patriot Mobile up a narrow stairwell to the 3rd floor of a brownstone in Spanish Harlem, yes. Yes, it does.
I should give them a call.
Yeah, I'll write the details down on one of these sticky notes. Here you go.
It contains contact details for Reel 'em, Sell It, and Run. Realtors. Mel found them for me.
I can be very helpful when I like. I just don't like very often.
Alright.
It contains...
Oh my god.
It's my mobile phone. It has a 20 megapixel camera, fingerprint scanner, heart rate monitor, a 3D screen, and I think it's possible to make phone calls with it.
Right, I want to actually make the phone call.
I'll call the real estate agent to see if they have any properties which would be suitable as a crime cave.
Perhaps don't use the word crime cave in the conversation. Tell them you need somewhere to run a data centre, and it needs to be underground for temperature control purposes.
Good thinking. Do you have any commercial properties suitable for a data center? Underground would be ideal so that we can keep the computers cool. Well, security is a big concern for us, so we were hoping for somewhere far from civilization. No, not that far from civilization.
What did he suggest?
New Jersey.
Ooh.
Servers? Mainframes? What the hell are you talking about?
Data centre, remember?
Oh, right. Servers and mainframes, yes. About 60,000 of them.
Too many.
On second thought, maybe just 3. We'll start small and build our way up. He didn't have anything.
You do surprise me.
Right? Use car salesman.
Perhaps you could lead a raid in World of Warcraft when we don't have more pressing concerns?
As it happens, I'm just looking to see if I can find any specialist auto shops where they build high-end custom cars.
Oh. Gee, I wish I hadn't been a jerk about it now.
Why should this be any different?
Find anything?
How do you feel about pink Cadillacs?
Nauseous.
There's a place out in Bedford Hills that might do the sort of thing you need.
Bedford Hills? Isn't there anywhere closer?
Dude, you can fly.
Right. I keep forgetting that.
I'll write down the number for you. Here.
I'll call that auto shop to see if they can put together a Patriot mobile for me.
Remember to ask for back seats. Superhero vehicles never have back seats in them. And frankly, what's the point of spending all that money on a high-tech car if you can't use it to pull birds? Am I right?
Melvin, the Patriot Mobile is in many ways the public face of the Purple Patriot. I can't have that image sullied by having you plastered all over the tabloids with cheap floozies.
Fair enough. I wouldn't want to sully the Purple Patriot name. Frankly, I wasn't even aware it was possible to sully the Purple Patriot name.
Good day, shopkeep. I am in the market for a fine automobile. Well, I'm looking for something capable of waging war on the streets of New York. It needs to be able to withstand a small nuclear explosion, yet still be capable of maiming anyone who dares incur my wrath. On the other hand, I want something that feels dangerous. Something that makes me feel like every moment could be my last moment on Earth. It needs to be so big that it blocks out the sun, and it should make me feel like a god of the road, crushing all who oppose me. No, I don't think that would do much for my image.
What did he suggest?
An SUV. No, I'm looking for something custom-made, really. Do you think you could create something awe-inspiring for me? I see. Well, thank you anyway. Good day.
Why can't they help?
Apparently, they already have as many custom jobs as the garage can handle. They've just signed a contract to keep Amanda Bynes in new cars.
Now what the hell am I supposed to do? I don't even know what the hell True Believers is. Let's go there. Awesome.
Good day, barkeep.
Hey kids, welcome to True Believers.
Are you the proprietor of this fine establishment?
Oh no, son, I just own the place. The name's Stan.
I see. How did you end up owning a bar for superheroes and their fans?
Well, back in the 70s, I was a superhero, kinda like you.
Really? What happened?
I took a batarang to the knee.
You asked for that.
So, where did you come up with a name like True Believers?
It takes a special kind of person with a special kind of imagination to believe in superheroes and supervillains. Only people like that are welcome here.
Sure. What business wouldn't benefit from banning everyone who's not gullible?
We'd like to order a couple of drinks.
Oh sure, boys, what can I get you?
I'll have a rum and milk. What about you, mate?
I'll have something fruity. And I don't mean that freak in the corner. We should be going. I can't be seen hanging around bars all day. I have an image to uphold.
Sure, boys, come back anytime. We're always open, thanks to New York's high tolerance for alcohol dependency.
You're trying to uphold your image?
Of course, old friend.
Talk about setting your sights low.
I can't just go taking everything I see without permission. I have to uphold the law and set a good example.
Plus, the NYPD have been keeping tabs on you since that man-sized ice cream cone disappeared from outside Gelatos R Us.
That too. It's a corkboard with various leaflets and postcards pinned to it.
Room to let. Billionaire industrialist and philanthropist seeks supple teenage male for mansion share. Plenty of scope for advancement. Must have own leotard. Orphan preferred.
Hey, Purple Pants! Come to celebrate your big win at the talent contest? Let me buy you a drink.
I don't drink with freaks like you.
Ooh, what's got your panties in a bunch?
A real man's underwear is supposed to have a bunch in it. We haven't all had things cut off or sellotaped to something else. Like you.
Pay him no mind. He's been watching right-wing news all morning. It does funny things to him.
I know exactly what you mean. Bret Baier is my kind of guy.
So have you got a name yet?
It's harder than it sounds. All the good names are already taken.
We can't keep calling you the flamboyant superhero. We have to call you something.
It would take me a long time to run out of things to call him.
I was looking for something which wouldn't qualify as a hate crime.
What are you doing in here?
You mean what's a nice boy like me doing in a bar like this, you sweet talker?
Listen, you affront to God. I'm more likely to beat you down than chat you up.
Normally, I don't do the submissive thing. I'm more of a dom than a sub in private, but for you, I might make an exception.
I think the big guy was just generally curious, nay, wondering, what brought you to True Believers?
It's the place to be seen for superheroes and supervillains, you know. For those of us who haven't cracked it yet, this is our chance to mingle with superhero royalty.
I'm off for a spot of badger baiting or perhaps to rebuild a motorcycle engine.
Good for you, perps. You keep overcompensating.
let's go to the TV station. I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to go.
Good day to you, miss.
It's not a good day. I don't have good days anymore, thanks to you.
Excuse me? I think you must be confusing me with someone else.
I find it hard to believe that this is the first time a woman has developed a pathological hatred for you.
No, plenty have. It's just that they usually have to date him first.
I believe you have a check with my name on it.
I don't know anything about that.
Have you still got Stefan's number, mate? Maybe he knows something about it.
Okay, I know about the check.
Fantastic. Do I have to sign somewhere?
Not so fast. I need your hospital discharge form.
You never told me you had a discharge. Must have caught it from that art student you were seeing.
I think she means the papers to prove they released me from the hospital.
You haven't been discharged.
Don't worry. I'll charm my way past her.
Please don't.
I could charm the scales off a snake.
No, you can't.
Yeah, it's just a shame your charm skills haven't transferred over to the human genus.
Miss, did they just take you out of the oven? Because you look hot!
Stick some ice cubes down your pants, Romeo. Any excuse I can find to stop you getting that check, I'm taking it. Now, do you have the discharge papers or not?
Yes and no. Mostly no.
Then you ain't getting no check.
I have an idea for a reality TV show.
I'm paid to hear whatever suggestions you might have, but I don't have to listen.
How dirty is your daughter? That's all for now, miss.
Don't hurry back on my account.
Alright, let's just jump right to the map. Let's go to the hospital. See scary nurse lady.
Good day, Nurse Julie.
What are you doing out of bed?
Those paralytics you gave him wore off.
I can assure you that none of our patients are given unnecessary drugs.
Yeah, I assure you.
Furthermore, all of our patients are free to come and go as they please.
What's with all these drip bags? You've only got one patient.
I fail to see how it's any of your concern. But the patient behind the curtain has a pituitary gland disorder, which is causing the most severe hyperhidrosis I've ever seen.
You speak nerd, old chum. What's the mistress of morbidity here banging on about now?
In terms you can understand, she's got Sweaty McPhee behind that curtain, and he's going through saline solution faster than you go through hemorrhoid cream.
Is there a patient behind the curtain?
That's Mr. Zimmerman. He's got an ingrown toenail.
That's not very serious, and it's certainly not contagious. Why does he need the curtain?
Shh! He's very short-sighted, and he's paying for a private room.
I'm feeling much better, nurse. I'd like to discharge myself.
I'll fetch your
boy.
bedpan.
I'm sorry, but you're not permitted to leave.
what happened to all of our patients are free to come and go as they please?
We can't stop you from leaving, but we can refuse to sign your discharge papers if we believe you're not sufficiently recovered to leave our care.
Is there any practical difference between discharged and wandering freely without permission?
Of course. If you're not officially discharged, we can still claim from your insurance company.
Right. Follow the money, Melvin. Always the money.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Oh, don't worry. I'm billing you per identity.
I just get the feeling that I really shouldn't pull the curtain.
I'm with you on this one. It could be a real Wizard of Oz moment.
I don't really need a curtain.
That's true. You're already wearing a pair.
I have no use for it.
I'm sick of this. Why should you be unable or unwilling to take something just because it's not yours and you don't have a need for it? When did kleptomania become taboo?
You know, you're right. The hell with rules. I'm taking it anyway.
Attaboy. That's the kind of selfish, unreasoned, unilateral thinking which made this country great.
I don't need to wash my hands.
If I had $1 for every time I've heard you say that.
What's my most pressing objective just now, do you think?
At the risk of sounding mercenary, I'd say you need to get your hands on some dosh.
What?
Money.
Yes, money does seem to be necessary for many of the things we need to do in order to establish ourselves as superheroes.
Unavoidable consequence of living in a capitalist country, mate.
I thought America was a republic.
Funny, that's what your founding fathers thought too.
That's all for now, old chum.
Alright. To the police station.
Perhaps I should stay over here. She might put two and two together about your identity if she sees us together.
Nonsense, trusted sidekick. A disguise like this would fool even the most eagle-eyed of observers.
Right.
Well, you do have that scrap of material around your eyes. I don't think I could recognise my own father without seeing the area just around his eyes.
Well, he does wear a lot of glittery mascara for a man. Greetings, fellow law defender.
Well, if it isn't the Purple Patriot.
I'm sorry, miss. Have we met?
No, but you're famous now.
Of course!
Well, Purple Patriot, my name is Lieutenant Griffith. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm famous? I guess you can't make it big on America's Got Superpowers without making the local news. Or was it the national news? I've been off the radar for a few days.
No, not that. The video of you being wanged on the head with a studio light has 3 million hits on YouTube.
Fame is a fickle mistress, perhaps best left uncourted.
Hello, Melvin. What's an ACLU flag waver like you doing trailing around with a hawkish firebrand like the Purple Patriot?
What? I can't have new friends? Just because Carl's not around, you immediately assume my new friend is him in disguise?
No, it's just that the Purple Patriot is a well-known right thinker in every sense of the phrase. Whereas you're really more of the radical socialist, decaffeinated, environmentally friendly liberal brigade.
Beneath that veneer of contempt and disgust, I know you secretly hate my guts.
I've come to register as an official Manhattan superhero.
I can do that, but you'll need to fill out this form and I'll need your supporting documents too.
Supporting documents?
Yeah, I'll need your vehicle registration document, a copy of the deed for your crime cave, and a signed statement from a New York citizen that you helped.
Yikes. I didn't need that much paperwork when I imported those vials of the tularemia pathogen.
Private import of diseases is strictly illegal, Melvin.
That would explain the lack of paperwork.
And why we had to collect them from a lockup in Poughkeepsie.
I expect you're wondering where Kyle is.
Of course not. He's none of my concern.
Well, he's sick in bed. He's really not feeling himself.
He really must be sick. You normally have to ask him to stop.
I didn't really understand what you said about a signed statement from someone I helped.
Oh, of course. I just need a statement, in their own words, from a citizen of New York that you helped.
Nothing really springs to mind.
Well, you help Mrs. Johansson carry her groceries upstairs some days.
That's true.
Although that's really only because she wears those tight shorts and the stairwells are so narrow you have to walk up single file.
It would need to be someone you helped in a superhero capacity.
Of course it would. My trusty sidekick here was just kidding. You know how hilarious he and his friend Kyle can be.
Oh, yeah. Their wit is legendary around these offices. Just get one of the people you've helped to write a statement and sign it, and bring it to me when you're done.
Okay.
Thank you for your time, Lieutenant.
I'm always happy to help a superhero with principles and courage.
We'll let you know if we find one. This notice board contains an assortment of notices and reports on a wide range of NYPD-related subjects. There's everything from a softball team roster through to a 30-year-old E-Fit.
A 30-year-old E-Fit? The NYPD never give up once they have the evidence on you, do they?
They're a pretty tenacious lot, that's for sure. I wonder what the statute of limitations is on unlawfully concealing a will.
Okay. Kyle's apartment. Why not?
No thanks. I never get the flavors I like best.
What?
For the last time, it is not a gumball machine.
Lieutenant Griffith won't give me the license until I have a signed statement from someone I helped.
What about Mrs. Johansson?
No, a real endorsement for some great superhero deed.
Well, you know what that means, don't you?
What?
It means you're screwed, mate.
I need help, old chum. The Alterna Freak nurse won't discharge me.
I don't think she wants to lose your insurance payouts.
I'm more concerned that she'll want to euthanize me again.
Good point. We don't need any more women trying to kill you. You've already got the entire cast of loose women after you.
What can I do, though? I don't think she's going to accept medical reasons.
Well, if she's only interested in your insurance money, you'll just have to find a way to cost her more money than she's making from you.
I called that auto shop in Bedford Hills about a Patriot mobile, but they won't be able to get it done quick enough.
Couldn't they suggest anything?
They said I should consider a pre-owned model.
Let's hope it didn't come with an online pass, or you'll have to pay extra.
Now what are you blathering about?
Never mind, nerdy thing. Well, there's that bar where a lot of superheroes supposedly hang out. I think it's called True Believers. You should ask there.
I don't think I need any further assistance.
I'm glad.
Fantastic. Alright, let's go to the bar. Well, magically, there's going to be someone there new, or yes, this guy. He used to be a superhero, so he's probably going to
Good
cry.
day, barkeep.
Oh, damn it.
Are you the prop?
Blah,
Oh, no,
blah,
sir.
blah.
I see. How did you end up on...
Yes, yes.
Well,
Yes.
Really?
I took.
You asked-
Ring to the knee. Okay, right.
So,
It takes a special kind.
Yes, yes.
Sure.
we should be going.
Sure, boys. Come.